The first 5 minutes of market open, whether it's Asia, London, or New York, can pay the biggest if you know how to play it right. In this video, I am going to cover a key trading strategy that you can use for the first 5 minutes of market open, whether you're trading Forex, crypto, futures. I've used it on them all, and I'm going to show you some key things that can dramatically increase your win rate so you're just not willy-nilly going with a strategy and just taking whatever trade comes into play. Because that, my friends, is not how you trade. Anyways, let's get into it today, and I'll show you a cool trading view indicator if you are just starting out on your trading journey to make it a little bit easier. Today, we are covering the 5-minute orb or opening range break strategy here on NASDAQ, futures, ES, we'll do it on gold, we'll do it on Forex, and we'll do it on crypto here. This is a popular strategy, guys, a very popular strategy. And I'm going to show you a couple of secrets you can use to possibly either play a range of the orb or get in earlier if you see some confluences kind of lining up that could show rejection at certain areas. And then I'll also show you a really cool trading view indicator for the orb where it gives you take profit levels, it gives you key levels, and it gives you all the drawings you basically need for the orb so you don't have to draw it out for yourself. And you can adjust depending what time frame you want to play the orb on. There's the 5-minute, there's the 15-minute, there's the 30-minute. You can back test and see which one you like for yourself. You are your own trader, so please test out things and determine what strategies you like for yourself. Everyone's a little bit different. I know what I like, but this is up to you guys. Today, we will rewind to NASDAQ, and this is fresh in my mind here. So I will show you exactly what happened on the NASDAQ today on futures with the 5-minute opening range break. If we move to the 5-minute time frame, how you are going to play the 5-minute opening range break. I also have a 15-minute opening range break video on my channel if you're interested in more long-term, once we get out of the volatility period of the futures. Here is our 5-minute opening range break candle, and this is just from 8:30 a.m. Central Time, so 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 a.m. to 8:35 a.m. Central. You would simply mark the high of that candle and the low of that candle here and determine. Our goal here is to determine, are we getting a break at the bottom? Are we getting a break at the top of the opening range break? If we get that break, we can look for a retest for a long. If we get that break to a downside, we can look for a retest for a short. That is all we are looking for the opening range break. Now this can apply to crypto, stocks, Forex, futures we're currently on, you name it. Very trendy strategy. Probably why it works so well. A lot of people are playing it. Just to point that out there. So if we're looking at market open here, okay, and I like to hop to the 2-minute time frame, I'm going to show you some key confluences we saw this morning that enabled me to take along a little bit earlier than what we would see the normal break of the 5-minute orb at. So you'll notice here, this is what, 8:30? 8:35. This is the bottom of that 5-minute candle. And what are we getting here? We're getting wicks through the 5-minute orb showing potential resistance there. Not only that, and this is key on my other videos too, which way is our trend currently going? Our nearest trend. I don't care about the trend all the way back here. Fuck that trend. All right. What is our newest trend line doing? We are going up. This signals to me on the 2-minute time frame that we should look for a potential long. We have two confluences at play, resistance at the bottom of the 5-minute orb range, and we're getting higher lows into play. Here it is. Now, I am a Fibonacci trader, so I use a lot of the Fibonacci in my trades. If you are interested in learning more about the Fibonacci, please check out my channel for more videos. But I just think it gives really good entries and really good take profit levels. That is why I'm looking at the Fibonacci. But here on NQ, a lot of the times you can look for entry at 0.5. Crypto, I'm usually looking for entry at 61.8. Charts just behave a little bit differently. But NQ, I've noticed a lot of times it likes to hit that 0.5, even 0.382 area. 0.5 to keep it safe. If we had a 2-minute bullish fair value gap here, somewhere on those fib lines, I would just mark my entry with those. or you can mark your entry with kind of the general trend line. You'll see we tapped. A lot of times the futures will do this, where these fib lines will line up with a possible trend line bounce. So you'll see our 0.5 lines up pretty good with that trend line possible bounce area. Okay. So you would simply take your loan, look for, what's funny is we're not even out of this orb yet. So this could have been a range play on the orb. It's a little uncertain if we were going to break 161.8 today. However, we did. I managed to ride this up, I think, until the 2 or 2.272 level. Can't really remember, but so we have a nice 2 risk reward ratio entering at 0.5. So we did end up going to that 2 level. I think we dabbled around. And what did we get? We did a retest of the top of our 5-minute orb. So right at the top of our orb here, we did a retest. And this is what enabled me to hold on to this trade a little bit longer. Up here, I think I held it to the 2 level, but you could have done the 2.272. And this completely flipped if you did not take profit. So this is why I am using these fib levels as take profit levels. But this was a nice 90-point move that I will show you on a live trade at the end here. So this was a nice 90-point move on NQ here. So because I saw this retest, you delete this, but look at this perfect retest of the top of the 5-minute orb here. Because I saw this retest, and we also, I put in a trailing stop loss kind of below here. If this were to fail, come down, fine, I'm out. I get a little bit, not as much as I would like, but putting my take profit up here with this top and this fib level enabled me to grab a nice 90-point move. And you'll see we basically totally flipped after this. Now you'll see we did another retest on NQ here, just to cover this real quickly. This was important today, but we did do another retest here. Now, why would you not want to enter here for a long on this 5-minute orb? Okay, put here, put your stop loss here, whatever it may be, and you kind of fail to come up. You would think you would at least make it to this top, but failed to do so. You could tell right away that we were failing to do so for a couple of reasons. We have lower highs. So when you are playing the orb, guys, I'm teaching you how to turn a simple strategy into more of a high win rate strategy. A lot of trading is about intuition, discretion, taking those A+ setups as opposed to just any setup that comes your way. That's why a lot of these strategies that you may be trying out may be failing on you. You're not reading the charts. So you want to read and see if it's an actual A+ setup you should be taking. You'll see here, we don't have higher lows or higher highs going on. In fact, we're making some changes in direction. We have a change of character here on the 2. We came down past this higher low area, came down, even this higher low area, came back up, made a lower high. This is all pointing to the downside. Instead of thinking, oh, I should grab this retest, and if you're already out here, probably be getting out, make sure you are getting out accordingly. Not only that, okay, another reason not to take this retest on the 5-minute orb, you have some bearish 2-minute fair value gaps going on. So we have a bearish gap here. You don't want to be going against anything in your long theory that may be screaming at you, hey, we could go short. This is not an A+ setup for a long trade, is it? You have lower highs, you have lower lows, you have changes of character, you have some 2-minute bearish fair value gaps. This is all pointing A, either wait for another trade, or B, possibly look the short way to take a trade. So we are back in the orb officially. You can even look at this level. So how far we come up here? I did not take this trade, but the top of our 5-minute orb, we have some nice resistance around 0.5. Haha, we'll see if we come up there. Oh, we were so close to 618. Oh, I would have to adjust. One sec. My bad. Had to adjust. We did come up to 61.8 on this. So if your candlesticks are moving, remember, we were with this candlestick. We had a little bit of a push down. You do need to adjust your Fibonacci. Here's 61.8 per entry. See? Like I said, could be any one of these levels. Any one of these levels. 382, 618, 5. A lot of times it's going to be 0.5 on futures. So as you'll see there, we came up. Yeah, that would have been pretty close to 5. I wouldn't go for 382 there, where our trend line's sitting. 618 or 5 looks like the most likely story. But we came up to 618. We are sitting below the top of our 5-minute orb, which is right here. So I'm feeling pretty confident in this short. Why? we have lower highs, lower lows, we have 2-minute bearish fair value gaps, and we're now sitting below the top of our 5-minute orb, showing that we had a big old break to the downside on this orb. Okay, if we play it forward, bam, 2.272. Okay, all the way back up. We come down after that today? Let's see. Probably dabbled around here forever. But we're still even resisting the bottom of the orb. This is more consolidation than anything else. Oh shit, are we gonna hit 33,618? Oh, nope, nope. Getting too far along in the day now. All right. But check out this resistance at the bottom of the orb. Okay, still resisting. I wonder what that looks like on the 5-minute. Ooh, tricky. Trying to come up, wick through, all the way back down, wick through, back down. So it's really resisting the top or the bottom of this 5-minute orb here too. And we do have some 5-minute bearish fair value gaps. This is a midpoint with this 5-minute bearish fair value gap on the orb. See, wicks, resistance. When you see us resisting this midline on the orb multiple times, it's a good chance we're going to continue on with the short. So these are key confluences to look at on the orb. Here is a very cool little feature brought to you by, not me, but Quant Crawler orb plus key session levels. JC in our Discord group did inform me of this indicator. So he is a big orb player. He likes the 15-minute orb. So kind of brought me into that world a little bit. But you'll see on this indicator, what's nice, it's just orb lawn, okay? Probably that doesn't look like a lawn there, but it was a lawn, right? We hit our 2 level, but we were all the way back here because this is key for the orb. If you're seeing resistance at the bottom of the 5-minute orb, chances are, and you have those higher lows going on, kind of what I show on my other videos, you can look to take to the long side. You'll notice that there, it missed that TP1 level by a hair. But what is very nice about this orb trading view indicator is it does give you TP1, TP2, TP3 levels, depending on your risk tolerance or where you think price might go. Here is your orb high, which aligned with previous day high today. That's this PDH yellow line. It also gives you key levels, London low. Here is this the midpoint. This is the midpoint of the orb, I believe it was. And here's your orb low. Here's another key level at Asia's low. So these key levels are key liquidity areas during New York market opens, things like that we may come up to price. Sweep, for this instance here, we swept Asia's high. Probably looks totally different on the 5-minute and 15-minute time frame. Yep, we got some nice wicks through Asia high, signaling to probably take profit there. Even on the 15-minute, you'll see these candlesticks just came up to Asia high, and these were just wicks before coming all the way back down. For the settings on Quant Crawler's Trading View Indicator, orb and key levels, this is pretty cool. So depending what session time you're playing, this is an Eastern time, as you'll see here. So adjust accordingly with your own time zone, which you can find your time zone down here in Trading View. I am Central Time, and you can adjust per session. So if I wanted to do Asia session, I could do 8:30 p.m. at night or 6 p.m. right at the open. So 6 p.m. I think is what, 1800 my time. Make sure it's a military time too. 1800. So you can adjust session time. You can adjust whether you want the 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour. Maybe you have a custom orb you want to do. You'll see I changed this to 1800. You'll see our orb lawn position moved. So it'll move. Okay. So if we turn this back to 9:30 Eastern, okay, does this adjust automatically? I believe it does. See, oh, 9:30. If we adjust it back to New York session open, you'll see here's our orb lawn on the 5-minute time frame, where exactly we put it. Now, if you want to take a look at crypto here, ooh, still wicking through the orb low. I think we'll come back down to previous day low there. So it's simple confluences with these lines you can use like this to take possible trades off of. I would look for other confluences, but these all would pretty much make sense to me. So if we take a look at crypto, and if you backtrack, you know, the orb is mainly popular with the futures, but you can see how other sessions played out here. Here's orb short. These are just New York. Here's orb long. I'm just backtracking. I'm sure they're all not 100%. Here's orb short. Must have got lucky. Must have got lucky. Dang. Literally all these trades. Okay. Oh, here. This might have been a fail. This would have been close. This would have been close. Had you not taken profits right away, probably a fail, right? Maybe one fail. Let's see. Gap, weekend. Ooh, that's a toughie too. You'd have to take profits. Take profits quick. Damn. Okay. Just trying to find a bigger failure one, but this is on the 5-minute orb for New York's market open on NQ. All right, pretty cool indicator. Just trying to find some more fails, but all look pretty legit. And you can also adjust. What is it? You can see what key lines. You can see kill zones. You can see session boxes. I think there was. Oh yeah. You can also adjust your higher time frame bias. So you'll see there's 4 hour, 1 hour here. I would probably do 1 hour and 15 minutes if I was playing 2-minute, 5-minute time frame. So depending on the time frame you are playing, you can adjust this here. It'll give you an overall bias too. Is that always correct? No. So pay attention to your overall chart reading skills. Let's take a look at crypto in Forex here real quick. We'll do Forex first. Let's see how this played out on gold today. Do 830. So just to show you, our 830 to 835. Ooh, I don't think this would have gone well. This would have been a stopped out season today. 830 to 835. Granted, we never really came down and retested the top. Oh, okay. Okay. Looks better on the 2-minute, doesn't it? Same kind of deal though. We had higher lows going on. We resisted the bottom. We came up. That's for sure a fib take level profit, I would say. Me on gold on Forex. If I saw this 830, 835 resistance, probably would have missed it, to be honest. But it would look something like this had you seen these higher lows and the resistance at the bottom. There's your 618, 0.5, all the way up to perfect 1618. Okay. Now let's say you missed this. We got a big old candle. Now we have resistance at the top of the orb. So there is so many ways you can play. Even the 5-minute orb here. Look at this. 618, resistance, bam. That's a fucking trade. That's a trade on gold. That's a good move. All the way down 618 to 3618 on the orb today. And this is just today. All right, showing you how you can play this. We'll do Bitcoin on crypto here for this morning. Not going to make this video too long for you guys. If you want to see me live trade, hop in the Discord, free link down below. I also have a free day trading playbook for you guys, so feel free to download that. A lot of concepts I wish I would have known in the beginning. Where's our orb here? Where's our orb? Get it together, Leah. Together. Ooh, crypto's tough. Crypto's tough. I would even say we had a sketchy morning with the orb on all these. Here's our 5-minute candle. Damn. Damn. Crypto was rough this morning. There was a lot of consolidation. That's why I play the 1.7 level on crypto. If you're curious about the 1.7 level on crypto, check out my other videos on my channel. 1.7 is key. Damn. Yeah. Been fucked on crypto on the orb here. It looks like a break to me. Came back up, broke back down. Hurt. Resistance. Yeah, no way to play that. No way to play that. That's crazy. Maybe there's a better day. Should we try a random bar on crypto? Let's see what the indicator said for this shitty consolidation here. We did have a very, orb short. Orb short. You would have been stopped out here. Eventually it came down. Yeah, we came all the way to previous day high. Came all the way back down. Crypto's crazy. Crypto crazy. All right, another orb on. Interesting. Looks all right. Looks all right. We'll see what we hit here. Ooh, 382. So close to 1.7. That would have been nice though. 1.7. 1.7 in crypto. Key in the morning. But same thing here. Probably. Actually, let's do a random bar replay. Crypto real quick. I'll have to rewind here, guys. This is our 830, 820. Ooh, there's our candle. Okay, so here's our 5-minute orb candle on Bitcoin. Me, looking at this, we have an overall downtrend going on. I would just feed her all my fib. I just feed it. Ooh, 382 looks awesome. 382 looks oh, you missed it by a hair. I was going to say 382 at the top of the orb. It was 0.5 though. Sweet short, sweet short. Now, why I would have went short in this case. So line up additional confluences with your orb. Higher or lower highs going on, lower lows. We had some 2-minute bearish fair value gaps. Might have even had we're on the 5-minute time frame. But we had some 2-minute bearish fair value gaps happen and take place and came downward. But key on the 2-minute here is we didn't come up and even touch the orb. So let's say you missed and waited and then maybe marketed in here. That's always a possibility as well. So this is just Bitcoin and crypto. Should we see how this orb looks on crypto? Short, fail today. That would have been fail. That would have been fail. This one looks all right. That would have been pass. Short. This would have been a nice short. Just scrolling quickly back. Ooh, this would have been stop out season. Unless you took the trade back here. You'd have to get out of this one real quick. That would be a close one. Kind of like the NQ trades. That would be a close one. And get out at a take profit level. Oh, that's a sick one. That's a good play. That's a good one. Backtracking on the 5-minute orb. Oh, that's a sweet short. So, guys, you can scroll back and see how it works out and even do some back testing for you. So, if I saw this orb short, it's on this candle? I have to enter back there. Do we get resistance? Probably resistance, right? Oh, that's the break. Anyways, you guys get the picture. That is the orb trading view indicator. If you don't feel like drawing a bunch of key levels and lines and things like that, even gives you take profit areas. I did forget to show you one thing. You can adjust your take profit areas. Man, this thing actually shows a lot. Where's the take profit areas? Oh, you can set alert on break if you're away from your computer. Previous day, full session. Here it is. Here it is. For this indicator, what is really nice as well, you can do retest zones for entry mode. So those retests at the bottom or top of the orb. You can do retest midpoint, that middle line I showed you, which is usually a pretty good retest point to take a short or long at if we're in an uptrend or downtrend. You can do fixed stop loss. You can adjust all these. Here's if you're playing futures, how many contracts you're dealing with. Take profit 1, your RR. So if you're doing risk reward, you want a 1-to-1, you want a 2-to-1, you want a 3-to-1, you can adjust this here depending on what you want to do. So there's a lot of key things you can really dive into on this indicator by Quant Crawler. Feel free to check it out and mess around with it. But if you do have questions on it, please let me know. I just thought it'd be helpful for you guys to see that. And since orb is such a big deal in the futures and Forex and kind of everywhere right now, can be helpful to see a little signal, see retests, see things like that to enable you to take trades. I do have a 15-minute orb video on my channel if you are interested in checking that out. And then, like I said down below, guys, feel free to check out the Insider Circle. I do have 7-day free trials going on. We also have bots in there. We're working hard for you guys. So we have long signals, short signals on futures. We have meme coin signals if you're into meme coins on what could possibly pop off. Now, please don't take these trades willy-nilly. Actually look at the chart, do your due diligence. Don't forget, with the Insider Circle, I believe I have probably almost 50 plus videos for you guys. 50 plus videos of everything I wish I would have known in the beginning. Trust me, it took me a while to find out all this bullshit in trading, okay? Oh, here's recorded live trading sessions as well. I do live trade in Discord daily. Feel free to join. Leverage trading. Here's the 40 plus course. Here's the 10 plus course. And here is all the live trading sessions. So you can see the entire journey of trading and what we are seeing every day, how I'm adjusting my strategy with the current market conditions, and kind of everything else we go over. So I try to teach you guys every day, and I always post a live recap of what we saw that morning for trading because I do think it is helpful, obviously, for my own thought process, where we could have done better at, either for entry or for exits, and what we can look at for next time for trading. So I'm always looking to improve our trading. The 1.7 level tends to be a key area for liquidity sweeps on crypto in the morning. Please check out those videos down below too if you are trading crypto. And with that, let me know what other videos you would like to see, and I will talk to you.